What's happening, nation? Pure Salvation here, and it looks like it's that time where the Trap Master brings you guys another trap tutorial. And to give you guys a little background information, the current version of Minecraft is 1.3, and the current state of the mobs is that they are smarter and they have better pathfinding, so instead of walking into holes like they used to do, they now walk around it in an effort to find the best path to get to you, the player. And so today's trap is called Enderman's Bane, and to be clear, Bane means the cause of misery, which is why this name just fits this trap so well, because the Endermen go through so much pain and misery. And to give you guys a little teaser of what you're about to see in this video, I'm gonna let the trap do the talking. And now, yeah, I just did that. So this trap is what you guys are going to be learning today. And there's definitely more than meets the eye, so the full demonstration will show you exactly how to use it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So to give you all an idea of how this trap is going to work, I've recreated the skeleton right in front of you, as you can see. And as you guys know, Endermen are 3 blocks tall, and the only thing you need to do to make them suffocate is to crush their heads, which is why I have pistons 3 blocks tall on each side, as you can see. And what's going to happen is once I hit this button, these pistons are going to extend and crush all the Endermen that are standing in this path for an exact amount of time. And by the time these pistons retract, the Endermen will have half a heart, and it takes just 1 punch to kill them. So now to take a look at the behind the scenes, I'm not the greatest at describing redstone, but I will try my very best. So what's going to happen is if I hit this button, it's going to power the pink block right here, and we're going to follow the pink block downwards with vertical redstone to this pink path. And I'm using a vertical redstone designed by Brenny Beast, and you got to give credit where credit is due, and it's his video that I found, so props to him for this awesome design. Anyways, it's going to get powered to this path right here, and the pink path will go into this toggle switch. And this toggle switch I found through King Daddy DMax, so thanks to him for the design. So what's going to happen is this is going to power this blue block right here, and it's going to turn off this redstone torch in the toggle switch, thus turning off this redstone path right here, which will activate this redstone torch. And this redstone torch will continue to stay activated until we re-power this line right here. But anyways, this torch is going to turn on, and it's going to stay on and power this green path right here, which will travel through this green block, thus activating this dispenser, but we'll get into that in a little bit later. Continue through this way, split up into 2 directions, travel upwards, and power the pistons on both sides, which will extend and activate and crush the Enderman. But as long as this redstone torch is turned on, the pistons will stay activated. So this is why we have the dispenser over here to control how long we want the pistons to stay activated. So what's going to happen is the dispenser is going to get power, and it's going to spit out a piece of dirt, and the dirt is going to travel through this water path right here and fall onto that pressure plate. And just to quickly show you, I've placed soul sand right here to actually slow down the time in which the block travels, because as you can see on soul sand it travels a lot slower, which is what we want. Anyways, let's grab that. And so anyways, once the block travels through this water stream, it's going to fall onto this wooden pressure plate. I'm falling! It's going to fall and activate this wooden pressure plate just for a second, which is all we need, and that's going to power the orange line, which is what you see right here. And so power is going to travel through back to the toggle switch, thus turning off this redstone torch and deactivating the pistons. So that's basically how it works, and this water stream right here is how we keep the pistons extended for the certain amount of time that it takes to bring the Enderman down to half a heart. So that's where the magic happens. You actually could use repeaters here, but that's not compact, and you'd probably have like a gigantic line of repeaters going down that way. And that's not what we want. We want this to be compact, which is why I have this design right here. And I'm just actually going to block off this water flow to give you guys a good idea of what's going on. I'm going to hit the button. It's going to spit out the water, or spit out the piece of dirt, and that's going to activate these pistons. Now as you see, this torch is turned on, and it's going to stay on until we repower this line right here to turn off the torch. But that's not going to happen because I've blocked off the water stream for the path, which means this will not get powered. But once I just reactivate that and just let it, actually we're going to speed this up a little bit. So it's going to fall, it's going to activate. As you saw, now it repowers this line and turns off the torch, and that's how this whole thing works. Now some of you might be thinking to yourselves, what on earth did you just say? And that's totally okay. That's the beauty about these trap tutorials, is that you don't need to know anything about the trap to create it. It's just I go over how it works for those of you who do want to know and create traps that are similar to it for yourselves, which is pretty cool. And right now we're going to demonstrate it. Let's see, I think, let's see, we got around, oh hello, I already aggroed one. We have around 33 Endermen, so that's cool. We'll go ahead and aggro as many as we can, hopefully. And we're going to look to the sides. And thanks to 1.3 Enderman behavior change, which almost made this trap obsolete, which almost made me cry, because that would have been really bad that I spent all this time. But anyways, I did come up with a fix, and that's just this walkway over here on the side. You can kind of tell that some of the Endermen over there are aggroed on me, but they're not teleporting over. And the way to fix that is just by walking on this side. Look at that. Now they're teleporting to me. That's good news. Now they're following me, which is what we want. And I think I can't tell, right? It looks like the Endermen over there are not aggroed on me, so that's okay. We'll go ahead and kill all of these guys that are. So what you do, hit the button, and like I said before, these pistons are going to extend and crush the Enderman for, I don't know, I think it's around 22 seconds. I don't know, give or take. Not entirely sure. But that'll leave the Enderman, all of the Endermen, with half a heart, which is perfect. So now they should all have half a heart, and now it's the fun part. Just one hit in them all. I love it. Oh, so yeah, I guess there was one Enderman that we couldn't get. But that's okay. Sometimes your vision is obscured, but that's fine. You just continue and rinse and repeat with this method, and you fix it. So it's great. So now it's time for the fun part where we go ahead and build everything. And first thing you gotta do is go into the End Realm and kill the Ender Dragon. And once you do that, we need to build a bridge as far away from this land as we can possibly get without being too absurd. And the reason we do that is to control where the Endermen spawn. Because if you build your trap like right here, then you're going to have Endermen spawning all around here. And you don't want that. So what you do is you build a bridge that's 2 blocks tall like this. And I did it around 200 blocks out from the land. So yeah, you gotta get the idea, and you gotta make it too high so Endermen don't spawn here. And you gotta put water on top of here so Endermen can't spawn there or teleport there as well. And that's how we're also gonna control the Enderman spawn. So once we have gotten to this point, we're gonna start building the trap from the bottom up. And in order to place blocks under the path that we are standing on, you need to use a water bucket and scaffold. So that means you just gotta enter the water and build downwards like this. And that's how you can build below the path. And we're going to go ahead and build 6 blocks below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sandstone being the 6th level. You're going to create a platform that is 6 wide and 12 blocks long. And we're going to use this little map over here that I've created as a little guide. You can go ahead and pause the video if you're going to try and build this with me. You can use this as a way of getting an idea of what's going to go where and how spaced out things are going to be. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to start with the brown wool first and get that going on. So we're going to place blocks at the end right here, 3 tall, and we're going to go 4 blocks out on each side, kind of like that. place 1 block upwards, go 4 more blocks out. So it kind of looks like this. So 4 blocks here, 4 blocks there, both sides. And what we're going to do from there is place a block here. This is where the dispenser is going to go. Place a block there, there, and there. So it kind of looks like that. And for temporary reasons, instead of using soul sand or whatnot, we'll just quickly fill it in with brown wool, and we'll go ahead and fix that a little bit later. And from there, we're going to start with the orange wool next. Break that. Place it here, here, and then start going like a staircase upwards, kind of like that. And then move 2 blocks out and 2 blocks forward. And now we're going to create the toggle switch, kind of like that. I don't know, we'll put pink wool right there. And this is now going to be the green line with the redstone coming out. And actually, you know what? We're going to change this to green wool. And yeah, because the dispenser is going to go there, and so we'll have the green line continuing this way, right around there, like that, like that. Okay, looking pretty good. And now we'll finish up the pink wool. 2 blocks out, build 1, 2 upwards and out 1. Break those 2. 1, 2, out. Break those 2. And that's going to be our vertical redstone. So we've got the basic idea and the outline of what this looks like. And so now we're going to go ahead and do the redstone stuff. So we'll first place our dispenser on the green block, just like that. And we're going to break these 2 brown blocks, replace it with soul sand, break this block and replace that with soul sand. And we're good with that. Then we're going to go ahead and place a fence right there and place a pressure plate on top of that and connect the redstone. Kind of like that. Place a repeater here and a repeater here. 2 ticks here and 1, 2, 3. Or okay, 1 tick there and 3 ticks here. So this next part we're going to start adding in the pistons, but before we do that, we're going to start building our pathway on top. And I think this should be good enough for now. I'm going to go back to the green level, actually break this redstone right here, and the same thing on the other side, break that, and replace the redstone, and expand 1 block more on each side, kind of like that, and do that on the other side as well. Place a redstone torch there, redstone torch there. This is where we're going to do the vertical redstone. Kind of like that. And come on. Oh, I'm not good at parkour, but do that pretty much. And nope. Here we go. We're going to build out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's got to be 8 blocks long. But place some blocks upward because we need to get to this level. Place redstone all across the green wires, or the green path. Kind of like that. Looking pretty good. And that's the skeleton, pretty much, of our trap. So look at this pink block here. Move 1 block up. Replace this with some half steps to help you keep track of how many blocks we need to place. And then move 1, 2, 3, 35 blocks out that way. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So we got 26 more to go. 10, 11, 12, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And then 36, that'll be the wall. So that's good. Kind of like that. And we'll go ahead and fill in the rest right here. And we'll make it look pretty good. Actually, you know what? We'll break it and make it 35. Just so it's easier for us. And now we're going to just fill up the outer wall and make it look pretty. So what I've gone ahead and done is created the outer wall like you see here and created a roof with brick. I know it kind of looks stupid with the brick, right? But you know, whatever, I already did it. I'm too lazy to change it anyway. But I've gone ahead and done that, and I've created a floor pretty much above our platform to hide the redstone for now. And eventually we'll get rid of the sandstone floor, but we'll keep that there for now. And our next step is to place yellow blocks here and there. Place a button there, and break this block, and place a trap door here, so we can always access that and put in more ender pearls or whatever block we need to, in case the dispenser runs out, and just to test it. Awesome, looking good. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is fill up the outer wall of this little part that we're standing on and make it so Enderman can't spawn or teleport in here. So what I've done is I created this outer wall right here in the roof, and on top of that I closed off our little piston area so water doesn't get to it, and looks kind of like that. Did that to both sides, and I thought I'd do this next part on camera because it's kind of important. So we'll go ahead and block that off just like that. Place some blocks right here. Place half steps on the top side, so we've got some breathing space a bit over here, and add glass panes kind of like that. So we're looking good, and now we're going to add a pathway on the side like right here, and that's how we're going to be able to get the Enderman to get to us. And right here, there we go, kind of like that. And if you can tell, I actually placed blocks right here because if I were to get rid of it, water still won't get to this, but since this is 3 blocks tall, Enderman can teleport here and spawn here, so that's why I did that right there. And actually we're going to go ahead and make it too wide just for the sake of being cautious, because being safe and cautious is good. But there's going to be water here, so just in case you do fall, you can always swim back up it, so that's nice. That's a nice little safety mechanic right there. And now we're going to go down to the bottom floor and figure out what we need to do to block it off so Endermen don't spawn. So once you're down here, there's some main spots that you need to pay attention to, and that is this orange step right here. Go to the bottom floor right here, look up, place 2 blocks down, and then place 1 block there. So now it's 2 blocks tall, no Enderman can get there. Pretty cool. And then move your way over to this area right next to the dispenser. Place a half step here, a half step there, couple there, couple there, and now basically it is 2 blocks tall, looking good, kind of like that. And well, this is 3 blocks right here, so we'll place some half steps here, some half steps there, here and there. So now it looks like there's no 3 block tall areas. And now you start breaking the sandstone blocks. So we'll do that, and we'll start placing our water blocks. So once we've added all the water on the roof, it should look like this, with water everywhere, giving the Enderman absolutely no chance to spawn or teleport up here, which is the goal. And actually one more thing that I did forget to mention is that right here and right here there are areas where the Endermans can teleport to. So to fix that, just place a block up here and another block right there, but they have to be half slabs so it doesn't cut off the redstone circulation, so make sure you're using half slabs. And yeah, we can go ahead and close that off, and that is how you build Enderman's Bane. Some more information and to recap this whole entire tutorial. I know it's been a really long one and I apologize, but I hope you learned something. This is an Enderman Trap, oh my goodness, shocker, and it's in the End Realm, so that means you do have to kill the Ender Dragon, and I highly recommend you build this trap at least 200 plus blocks away from the main island over there. And this button over here starts the trap and extends the pistons, kind of like that. And this trapdoor over here covers the the dispenser, which is what you need to have this trap work. So I have this accessible right here, so you can refill the dispenser when need be. And yeah, this pretty much concludes the trap tutorial for Enderman's Bane. I'm sorry it took so long to explain everything. This is just one of those trap tutorials that was quite elaborate and took a lot of explanation. But if you did find this video entertaining or informative or just somewhat enjoyable, it would mean a lot if you could hit that like button. But if you didn't enjoy this at all, that's fine. Go ahead and dislike the video. I'm just trying to get a good feedback, so a like or dislike would be fantastic. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more trap videos, because I have a ton more in my arsenal to show you all. So I hope you stay tuned for that. And yeah, with that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, people, take care.